On today's episode of Watch Chair Go, there's a huge windstorm, and hopefully we're gonna get this thing started. What is going on, guys? I'm Watch Chair Go, and I feel like I should have like a giant umbrella getting ripped apart by this wind because there's a huge storm coming in. Cars and Coffees tomorrow, and I want to drive the tracker for the first time. And then Amber can drive it around too. So I think we have every part. Just got back from O'Reilly's picking up another Felpro intake manifold gasket set. It's a lot better than the one from the kit I had. And I'm hoping we can just bolt it all together right now. So let's get this hood open and let's get to work. Top of the glove box, slide your hand back and forth. There. Woo, look at that engine. It looks so good. Perfect. So I got a brand new PCV. This intake gasket, I ripped it while I was taking this clamp off with the pliers. Plus it was paper anyway, so now we've got a nice MLS one. So I'm kind of thrilled to get rid of this one. We might, oh, it ripped again. What on earth? What a junker. Anyway, get that guy out of there. And I've got a new gasket for the EGR. We've got the gaskets for the EGR tube. I think we have everything to wrap this guy up, and it's already in time. So all that's left is to bolt all this on. New PCV, micro guard 379. People said buy the Suzuki PCV, but guess what? Those don't exist in the US anymore. So the next best thing, a replacement that's only $2, and I can replace it if it ever fails. Also, I have a new grommet, but it was coming from Washington, and we do not have that yet. So this one actually seems to work really well with this new valve. Bang, bang, it's in. Now, open up our intake gasket here, Felpro MS95402. And this is the upper and the lower, and the other kit did not have the upper. We were gonna have to reuse it. So this is better anyway. I'm kinda glad I ruined that other one. This gasket is fancy. Look at that. No more paper that's gonna rip. And it is on. Almost completely on. There we go. Awesome, awesome. There's our upper, ready to be swapped on. Get all this stuff out of our way. New EGR gasket, 71164, and some more cheap clamps for the radiator hoses. I had to tighten this clamp down a little bit because it's kind of too big for the application, but it's not too big for the application, as you can see. Slide it on this lower Gates hose here. Every hose in the entire build has been replaced. Brand new Gates hoses, no overheating happening here. At least by blown hoses, that is. Hey, beautiful. Thank you. We have a complete brake job coming up, but for now, I want the brakes to work. And also, this new fluid should help flush it out a little bit. What's going on, sir?
What's up, bro?
Oh, you know.
Good weather for this.
It is, right? Other than the wind. Yeah. The wind is a little extreme. Yeah. But this hose is on, that hose. Yeah.
So you got a new PCV.
New PCV, and the new intake gasket is on, ready to start bolting.
Excellent.
And yeah, so the only thing left is I Googled which lower hose this was, and then I completely forgot what I did. So that's pretty normal. Otherwise, I'd have all of the radiator hoses done.
All right.
Oh, look at
like
this guy.
5 breadsticks.
Look at this guy. It just looks so clean and pristine, you know? Okay, that was the problem with all the stuff.
Way better.
Now it all fits. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, we are bolting the lower intake on, and this time, hopefully, it's not coming back off, because we have that nice new gasket, and we also have all of these inaccessible bolts. You have to access through the intake.
The only way it's coming back off
is if something heavy falls on the intake, it could probably come off. Pretty heavy though.
I was thinking
if we hook the intake to a Duramax or any of the diesels that can pull a house, it might come off. Failure to apply RTV silicone to fiber gaskets will allow leaks. So they do want RTV on it?
Huh?
It says do not use RTV on formed rubber, O-rings, or metal. Failure to apply RTV on fiber will allow leaks.
Oh, that's fiber, right?
It is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the water pump action. I'm just gonna put some little dabs on here. Very nice little coat. I'm trying not to get any of it into the actual pump housing here. Now, get our gasket on here and lined up. Okay, there's our RTV layer on the water pump. Nice new water pump, and man, it feels wonderful. So, go ahead and get this thing lined up. Homemade solvent tank right here. A little bit of CRC brake clean in a plastic bag, just so I can get all the grease off these bolts real quick. And I need to hurry before my RTV sets up. I'm more worried about the RTV than that. The only question is, where's this one with the washer go? Oh!
Down on the floor.
Bolt down! Of course I dropped a bolt. Thanks.
Don't worry, I will save you now.
96. We're just gonna go to 100 and back it up. 96 inch-pounds or 8 foot-pounds of torque on the water pump bolts here, and I probably should have ran these down by hand before I got the torque wrench out. All right, water pump bolts are torqued. Make sure we've got a little triple check in here, discount double check. Dude, really? I thought they were gonna spin. I was like, man. I was like, he's gonna full rotate. Cleaning up our thermostat housing here. That boy should go right there. Okay, I'm gonna try to clean this up with the finger wheel here. Finger wheel to the rescue.
What did I miss out here?
Oh, awesome stuff.
Oh,
There was a race car.
Yeah, it was a stock Nissan Altima. Ooh-wee. Hook going on. How does the hook go?
I don't know, but the hook will bring you back. I ain't telling you no lie.
Oh no, how did we get here?
And that's for 15?
Yeah, this is set to 15 for the manifold and the intake if you need to.
So I'll borrow it after you.
Cool. What's next on the water pump, gang? Probably putting the alternator back on, huh?
Eh, it's overrated.
All right, Amberghini, ready to do some work? I started these guys. Just tie them down, hand tight. Gabe's over here putting the fuel rail on the intake. Maybe, because it's a pain. I got that one.
It is being rather funny.
Yeah. And here's this one. Lower intake manifold is on. Hey, it drops right in.
Yep.
So,
That'll fit there.
yep. Water pump's on. Timing belt tensioner is almost ready. Valve cover's torqued. Fuel rail's on and torqued. We're getting there. We are really getting there. Sometime after this, we're gonna have to click it over on the starter and get the distributor in there.
You want a safety brief? This is how we get safety briefs. What's up, man?
What's up?
Good to see you.
Good, how's it going? About there.
As you can see, the distributor is just absolutely wrecked with oil. I've been cleaning for a minute now, just trying to wipe all this thick oil off of it and hopefully get something that we can hang on to while we start cleaning. But you can see the O-ring. This is the main oil leak on these G16s. Somebody put RTV on the O-ring, and you should never put RTV around an O-ring. So we're gonna dig that guy out. I've got a brand new O-ring, and we're gonna replace that. Well, everything is done on the engine build except for the distributor. We have to get this to TDC on 1, and you time the engine on TDC on 4. So I have to get the timing set in, and we found out we were missing a bolt that holds the timing belt tensioner. We don't actually think we were missing that bolt. We just think that it was never there because someone else took this apart before. So we're stuck for the night again. Literally, we're like 10 bolts away from having the engine done. And yeah, we'll get it all knocked out, hopefully in the morning. And I'll run to the hardware store, make sure I can get a bolt that works and finish this up. So this is what it looks like. Intake's all on. Basically, everything's on except for the distributor and the timing and the spark plug wires that are laying inside. It is magically the next day, and we got that one bolt we were missing. Everything's back together. It's timed. Everything's on. Crank pulley's on. It's torqued. And now we just need to put the water pump pulley on, Put the fan clutch on here and put some belts on. I'm so excited right now. I don't think you guys even know. Then we're gonna shove the radiator back in here and mount this guy. It's just sitting here. Put some spark plug wires on. Where'd those guys go? Jake wants to put some spark plug wires on, but they're so nice and new. Or Amber? Who wants to put spark plug wires on?
Okay.
I forgot this doesn't need a coil wire because internal coil. Super nice of them. Because we've got these nice blue wires, and then we've got this big silicon red intake that's going in here. So whoever wants to can stick the wires on. And oh, Jake wants to change the oil. That's what he said he was doing.
Oh, right, yeah.
If you want. And then we've got this awesome, oh yeah, we're gonna clamp that guy down on there. That's our intake. It's way oversized, 4-ply silicon, and this one's just nice.
I have ordered silicon couplings off eBay before, and I'd order 3 of the same and get 3 totally different. It's great.
That sounds completely normal.
What size do you suppose this is?
Oh, I don't know, 13, 14.
13, 14,
13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Any of the ones in that kit, it's one of those.
Yeah. Who hooked this on?
I don't know, dude, but I hate it when people over tighten those things.
Oh my gosh.
Why would they do it? Getting these bolts on our water pump drive pulley here. We had to do a little finagling on this cover to make it work. So I think this guy lost quite a few bolts when he was taking this apart, and we might have to make a hardware store run and pick up a bunch of these 10mm metric bolts.
It is unoiling itself.
Awesome.
Oh, it fits.
Does it?
Ooh. I've never actually had one of these fit.
I've worked on enough junk that I've used that filter wrench quite a few times, and I got it for free. I found that on the side of the road. The old oil filter took all of our strength to get off. We fought and fought valiantly and won, I will say that. And now we've got the new filter on. It looks a lot better. And Jake's throwing the plug back in. We're ready to fill with oil, and Amberghini is ready to plug wire us. And I didn't put this bracket on yet, just so the plug wires could go in. So, you ready to do this? You can do it right here. Here is the diagram. Oh. So, grab all your wires, sort them by length. Good to go down there?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, thank you.
Same one?
Longest one goes here, shortest one goes there. And you don't have to actually seat them yet. Does that one say 1 on it? Awesome.
I don't know, you told me by room.
Well, I think they're even labeled. It's pretty cool. If this is 12, I'll just show you guys the thing right there. The mount is 12, 4 goes right here.
Is it?
Just like that. Get it on there until it snaps. Just keep pushing. 3 is that one.
Yeah, I don't think they snap.
That's cool. 2 is bottom corner.
And not that one.
That one is 2. And 1 goes at 1 p.m. So, well, it's the last one. So, that makes sense. Nice, nice. Okay, now push all your plug wires in. Maybe rotate them like a little bit so they go kind of straight. Water pump alternator crank bell is this K040320. And I need to run to O'Reilly's and get the last Gates belt. You want to go to O'Reilly's?
Sure.
Just haven't been in a bit, and I sure miss it.
This weird thing has started happening where people message me and be like, I saw you on Watch JR Go.
All right, how much do you think we're putting in here? I got 2 quarts in, 2.5 quarts in, 3 quarts in. Maybe we should check the oil. How's my estimation? Look at that.
We're not on there yet.
Okay.
Are these all new vacuum hoses?
Those ones are not, but I'm going to buy a roll of silicone vacuum hoses to finish it up.
These are nice and pliable.
Yeah, honestly, they felt great. All the radiator hoses, coolant hoses are all new.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it can pretty much start now, can't it?
Yeah, I think it can start actually. We don't need power steering or anything. Oh, coolant.
Coolant.
But we could still start it.
Yeah.
See if anything explodes.
See if distributor distributes.
Should we try it?
We don't have a MAF. That's unplugged, right?
It is. Well, let's move all the shaky stuff and
Yeah, shaky.
give it a crank.
Sure. Yeah, there's not much left. I don't understand how this power steering nonsense works.
I don't even care if it gets tension, dude. We'll just put on with the screwdriver like old man.
Volkswagen fan belt style.
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't have coolant or a radiator in it yet, but we're gonna start it for like 2 seconds here just to see if it fires or if we were completely wrong. I mean, there's a chance we were completely wrong and we start over or something. But what, we've got everything that matters. Just don't have the intake hooked up in the MAF yet, and we don't have the fan and the front accessories on. We do have an alternator, so that'll help out. And yeah, this should give us a great idea on if it runs or not. Yeah, that's more vacuum that runs the intake.
Well, that's the idle air control valve, so it shouldn't run away from us.
Should be fine, yeah. If she runs, it means we got all this right. If she doesn't run, we have to reclock the distributor. So that's why we're starting it right now before we bolt everything on here. Game time! I'm so excited.
That thing runs mint.
Ooh-wee! She smoked for a second, but then it was really good. It was like stuck at 800 and there was a little bit of smoke, and then I gave it a little bit of rev,
yeah,
and clean dried up. Ready to go.
The motor mounts definitely need to happen.
Time for the motor mounts. We're gonna do that.
Oh boy.
Then. They're like, it's literally like $40 for the kit, all the way through. How do you like that, guys? We did an entire engine rebuild and never unhooked the battery. I was waiting on all the comments like, you didn't unhook the battery. But we also never unhooked the alternator, so it's not like there was anything to go wrong. No wires were gonna hit anything, you know? It's all just grounds.
Yeah.
Yep. And no one ever touched the ignition either. The keys were hidden. So, now we need to fix the main thing that's left, which is filling up the wiper sprayer over there to make sure that everything's all right, and then we can get out of here.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap up a couple little things real quick. It's mostly just putting the radiator in, putting the fan on it, and all that stuff. We're missing 3 bolts for the fan because the other guy took that apart, old owner, and of course they're just completely missing. And we're gonna toss this belt on, but I wanna get a new one. So a quick O'Reilly's run for that Gates belt, all Gates, everything, every hose, every belt, it's all nice and new. And then a couple 10 mils from the hardware store and a few more to mount the radiator, and we're good to go. So, and I'm gonna solder up this wire that was oil pressure. It's gotta be oil pressure. It's gotta be oil pressure.
Yeah, I would expect so.
That's incredible. How'd you do that so quickly? I just set it on there. That's how I did it. All right, we are back from O'Reilly's and we have all of the sauce, I think. And then I'm gonna find out that we don't. Hey, do me a favor.
Okay, that's really cool.
Dude, I just ordered that.
That's awesome.
It's a vintage Geo Tracker keychain.
Ooh, vintage.
Vintage. All right, so if it starts, kill it immediately.
Yeah.
Just a tap, really. Hey, it's on, thank you. And we have a brand new drain plug we just picked up from O'Reilly's. Hopefully it fits perfectly. Put all of our spark plug wires in our comb. Make it look nice.
Oh no.
What's up?
My gloves clash with my shirt.
The final pieces. Wow, none of these are incredibly nice, but we're just gonna go with it, I guess. We'll get this guy in here. Needs opened up some. Where is the clamp running drill? All right, there's that. All right. Now I'm gonna open this one up all the way. And hopefully our new very awesome silicon intake works perfectly. I actually know for a fact that we have to squeeze this on pretty tight, so I might take this clamp apart. Or a little more loose, that is. There's our awesome vibrant hose. I cut it a little bit short, but it's okay. We're gonna make it work. It's only the tiniest bit short and it will still seal both. I want these clamps to line up, but I don't think I'm gonna have any luck with that, so let's just send it home. I love it.
Wow.
Oh, you already got the starter iron plugged in.
Yep. Preheat oven to 240 degrees.
I'm so good at pouring things without getting stuff everywhere.
Just gotta
I cannot.
take a second,
I cannot.
commit. And now, the first startup with everything bolted together. We've still got a little bit left. Oh, well, all we have left is this one little wire.
And finish adding coolant.
Yeah, and adding coolant, so that's why we're starting it. Oh, it'll start, dude.
I was just
Checking the clutch.
The brakes.
Oh, there are no brakes. Just make sure it's out of gear. This cooling fan looks terrible.
Can you hear how smooth that is?
Super smooth, dude. I think the cooling fan's what's making it jerk around.
Yeah, I saw it. We had a little chunk missing.
Really floppy, yeah. It idled down.
Awesome, dude.
How's that? That looks so cool. This giant silicone hose. Look at all the oil burning off that thing. Oh, the back of this was so nasty.
Yeah. So your first trip is to the wash rack?
To the car wash.
Congratulations.
Well, thanks, dude. I would say congratulations to me. That is absolutely trash. Look how much that thing's flopping. It's the whole reason the engine's shaking.
Well, from this perspective, you can actually see just that fan coming out of trim.
Yeah. I'm ready to drive this thing. Jake is too.
Yeah, let's make way for this much superior Geo.
A lot of water.
Get to the tracker! It's alive! We are taking the tracker out for the first drive.
Right now.
Man, it needs that shifter fix. I can't wait to do that. It's really hard to find gears and they kind of grind a little bit since it has the sloppy shift.
And we have the top off since it stopped raining for once.
We had to get the top off, which is actually pretty complex. It takes a little longer than I thought. Also, I hooked the horn up. It wasn't hooked up before. Beast mode. Grab this downshift right here. Got a heel toe. Okay, you don't have to heel toe.
Drift it.
All right, let's go get fuel. Step one.
Got this Geo hair, don't care. Thank you for laughing at my joke.
Also, this is our first time ever shooting with the Hero 7. I'm kind of excited about the stabilization. How's it look?
How's it feel though?
Tracker things. Well, the tracker is super fun to drive. We are going to take it out and drive a lot more once it has brakes. There's not a lot of brakes, so whole new episode coming where we change every single piece of the braking system, almost. Maybe not the master. I don't know if it needs that. So, thank you guys for watching. Super happy the tracker's on the road. What do you think, Amberghini?
I'm really excited.
First time it's ever moved under its own power for us. So, that is it for today, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks for helping, Jake. Good times.
Yeah.
And Gabe and everyone else that jumped in to make this happen. An engine rebuild in less than a week. So with a whole bunch of stuff having to be machined and welded, and a lot went down in 1 week.